Hello there. This is Ben Schuyler, broker in charge with Seabrook Island Real Estate. Hope everyone is doing well today. I'm going to go over the December numbers and the year-to-date numbers as it relates to Seabrook Island sales. I can't believe another year has come and gone. And first off, just want to thank you all for your support, not just for Seabrook Island Real Estate, but your support for Seabrook Island Club. As you know, the Seabrook Island Club owns Seabrook Island Real Estate. We're an integral part of the club, and so every time that you choose to list your property or to have us find that perfect property for you, that's directly benefiting your club. So thank you for your support and for supporting your club. One thing that I wanted to mention is kind of along those same lines is it's not just a financial support. Yes, we send our profit to the club. However, we're so much more than that. If you need a notary, swing on by, call the office, and we're more than happy to assist with that. If you need a conference room for an hour, give us a call, swing on by. If you need to use the copier, we've really kind of positioned ourselves to be an amenity of yours, an amenity of the club, amenity of residents on Seabrook Island. And so please take advantage of that. We've got the living room gallery is in full motion, and if you haven't taken the time to swing on by and check it out, you're going to be surprised. Literally, our foyer is a beautiful gallery. And the thing that I like most about it is just the diverse artwork that's on the wall. And it's so fun to actually have someone kind of walk through and see which type of art they like the most. And it's always different. It's a very diverse gallery. And the Seabrook Island Guild, Artist Guild, has just done a remarkable job with that. So I just wanted to thank them for doing that. It's a huge commitment. It's turned the space into just a really great place to come in, have a cup of coffee, read the paper, and so yeah, it's really working out well. And kind of along those lines, if you are a group on the islands, and there's several groups on the islands, give me a call. There's a really good chance that y'all have meetings, and why would you not want to come and have that meeting at our office? It's a beautiful place. You got artwork around. We have a couple different groups on the island that are taking advantage of that, and they'll have a little social hour and meeting at our office, and we highly encourage that. So again, just give me a call, swing on by the 1002 Landfall Way, and we're here to do any of those items, quite frankly. So let's dive into numbers. And so, as I said, year-to-date numbers are in, and so I'm only going to cover properties that sold on Seabrook Island, obviously. So I've got them into two different categories. The first category is single-family detached, so homes, and then the second category is townhouse condo attached. So in that first category, let's just kind of focus on the year-to-date numbers, because the years we have the total numbers that are in. So in 2024, the number of new listings on the island, and this is island-wide, there were 145 new listings for single-family detached homes. This year, it was 128. So actually, that was an 11.7% decrease. As far as closed sales go, in 2024, there were 100 homes that sold. This year, 100. So we literally tracked exactly what we did the year before, so no change there. As far as median sales price, that actually went up 5.9%, which is great. The year prior, $1,379,000, And this year, 2025, for homes island-wide, $1,460,000. Again, a 5.9% increase. As far as average sales price goes, it's a very similar storyline. They actually increased year over year 7.8%. That's a big jump. So in 2024, 1,617,000 was the average sales price for homes island-wide. This past year, 1,744,000 and change is the average sales price. So pretty impressive there. Another stat that I always like to look at is the percent of original list price received. Everyone can list their house for whatever. However, what actually on average are people receiving? In 2024, that number was 93.8%, and we really kind of tracked that in 2025. It was 93.1%. So less than 1% of a difference right there. Now, something that we've been talking about for most of this year is the days on the market until sale, because there's been a pretty big difference year over year with this stat. So in 2024, 45 days until properties were on the market, homes were on the market until they sold. This year, that number jumped to 76. That's a 68.9% difference. So something to note and something to discuss with your Seabrook Island expert, Seabrook Island Real Estate agents. So that's homes. As you know, there's a clear difference in homes and villas. So let's kind of look at the villa market a little bit. And I'm going to go over those same year-to-date numbers, and this is island-wide. So in 2024, there were 113 new villa listings island-wide, and that number increased in 25 to 126. So that's actually a 11.5% difference to the positive there. So you remember for the homes, there was about 11.7% drop there in number of new listings. Well, the villas made up for that as far as new listings go, being at 11.5% increase there. Now let's look at closed sales for villas. There were 71 closed sales, villa sales in 2024, and that number increased to 79 in 2025 island-wide. That's 11.3% increase. So that's always good to see right there. As far as median sales price goes, in 24, we had a $580,000 was the median sales price, and that actually has gone up in 25. 13.8%, and that median sales price, the one right in the middle, the sale right in the middle, was $660,000. From 580 to 660, that's impressive. So go villas. Average sales price, so that was the median. Now for the average in 24, 757,000 and change, and then in 25 year end island wide for villas, we're looking at 695,000 and some change. So it's interesting that the median actually went up 13.8% and the average went down 8.2%. So that right there is beyond telling the importance of really diving into your specific neighborhood, your subsection, the villa you have. How many other villas are on the market right around the corner from you? What is their pricing? Real estate is local. It's not just local to Seabrook Island, it's local to where you live specifically. So again, so important to really let your Seabrook Island real estate agent dive into the numbers and show you exactly where to position yours to sell. Really important. Now, very similar as far as the percent of original list price received. Very similar for condos as it was for homes. In 24 was 93.2% and 95, 93.7%. So very similar right there. As far as the days on the market until sold, also a similar story to homes. In 24, 58 days on the market until sold, and that's average. And then when we look at 25, all the numbers in island-wide went to 90. So that's a 55.2% increase. So again, pricing is key, really important to drill down specifically to where your house or villa should be positioned. And we are so excited about what 2026 is bringing. And one thing that I do want to point out is usually in Charleston County, and I've been selling, really managing real estate offices for 20 plus years. And it literally is a light switch in Charleston County that goes on, flips on every single year. It's that January 5th, January 6th, when everyone comes back to work, it literally is a light switch that goes on, and the real estate market just kind of takes off all the way into spring. Our spring market in Charleston is always very good, historically always very good. Well, normally Seabrook Island lags about a month ish kind of behind that, a month and a half behind that. That was not the case this year. Literally, right after the holidays, our agents' phones have been just lit up. Our agents are extremely busy. The market is not delaying until mid-February, when normally everyone kind of comes to town for the annual meeting and President's Day. It's already started. So I highly recommend that if you do have a real estate need, whether you're thinking about maybe selling, or you're thinking about maybe purchasing a unit, now is the time to reach out and to just kind of have a what if conversation with your real estate agents. And I'm very excited for what the year is going to bring. So thank you all very much for the time, and take care.